saw it and I thought, nah, come on, anybody but Moda. I wouldn't.
He doesn't
strike me as someone. You know,
people like woman Pimpi are national treasures. There's
Literally.
no way you didn't know who he is.
She knew who he was. She knew who he was, but I disliked how she went about it. Did you see that group chat leak? That had to be the most I am gagged like drop in on Twitter this year. We have obviously made it very clear with Purple Profiles that we're trying to push there to be a national disaster. We want to declare GBV a national disaster.
It's something about her. She got a void. I can't deny it. When I'm around her, I feel it inside. I feel like the sky opens. When the sunshine starts beaming. Getting what I've been hoping for.
Join me, Naledi Mallela, on a brand new season of My Top 5.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Everything and
Nothing podcast.
where we talk about absolutely everything.
And absolutely nothing.
Yo, episode mang chomi. Are we on like 14, 15
We're
episodes
on episode like 13?
now? I think we're on like 13
12?
or 14.
Something.
Like
But
we've actually did our thing.
13.
We gotta give ourselves a heads up. Like
yeah.
that's 13 weeks of pure entertainment, guys.
Period, Pookie. Are you guys entertained?
Are you not entertained?
You cannot be entertained.
I know, friend. We've done that thing, right?
Yeah, we're closing season 1 off, guys. This is the last episode until next year, January. Bye. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking, guys. Just joking. How are you, birthday girl?
Ish, as a fully fledged 31-year-old, I'm feeling tired, more tired than ever.
Oh, real?
But I'm good. I'm doing really, really well. I ended up going to Durban for my birthday.
Hey, tell us about it.
Okay. Let me walk you through what happened, right?
Walk me through what happened.
So obviously the subbies and Ria convinced me to go to Durban for my birthday, of which I was like, hell yeah, even though I was involved in a little bit of like a trio conversation, because one thing about me, I will always leave my options open, okay?
Period.
But I decided to go to Durban because I really liked the guy.
Okay.
And he was doing some very cute things for me. He took me to the Oyster Box to go get a spa day, which was absolutely fantastic. And after that, you know, I met one of his cousins that day. And honestly, it was very short, but I would say I had a good time. There were a couple of things I felt like... But ultimately, I had a fantastic time. I went to Balpunto, my favorite restaurants in Durban. Like that, it's every time I go there, I become very sentimental about it. But I did go to Durban, guys, and I had a fantastic time. So
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. But I don't know if him and I are gonna work out, because you know when you see an orange flag.
Oh.
I'm not in the habit of ignoring flags anymore. Orange flag, red flag, green flag, South African flag, whatever flag you got. I'm not ignoring anything.
No, I get that. I think, let's not anymore, you know.
Not anymore.
I think, people have told me, once you get into your 30s, you become more... like you don't have the patience to like turn an orange flag into like cream white. Exactly. Beige.
Yeah, like
there's no time for that.
Light yellow, that lemony color that everybody's on.
No.
So yeah, I guess there are a couple of orange flags about him, and they are orange flags only because I'm not doing anything about it, but I can already see, and I've made mention to him that there are certain things that you're doing that I don't like. And I think I've mentioned this multiple times, but one of them is the fact that I haven't been to his house and he's been to mine.
Oh, and he won't let you go to his house.
This is why I think he's hiding a secret wife.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he's hiding a secret wife or a secret baby mama or a secret living girlfriend, because that's kind of crazy.
That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. Exactly. I don't know what lekgotlo means, but I'm going to
rat
assume...
smells like a rat. Smells like a rat.
Speaking of things that smell like rats, why are people cheating?
Wait, before we get there, I was actually gonna say something.
Oh, what?
I was going to say, this is like, I'm having a memory of the time that we were talking about your recent relationship and how it ended and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I remember us talking about how you need to step into a place where you know what you deserve and you know your worth and how like worthy you are of like beautiful things. And I feel like you're there. I feel like you're there because you would give this guy the time of day. Honestly, you would ignore the flags and give him, and you're not willing to.
I'm not.
I love that for you, Pooks. I love that for you.
So,
okay,
now
speaking of rats,
let's get into cheatations, okay?
Let's get into
cheatations, as per Musa Kawula's words. So I don't know. I think it is Musa Kawula who actually dropped the scandal that very early on, sprinkle. Yeah, sprinkle. One thing about Musa is he's a lot of things, but he's hardly ever wrong.
Which is like crazy. Oh, I hate it so much because
crazy.
When you read something so insane, you're like, oh no,
that's
this
my thing.
Oh no. Yes,
I know blogs obviously tend to take stories that they have not, fact checked. But because Musa's so brazen and he's been on the mark and he's went to jail for it, like he went inside the jail, Pookie. He dropped the scandal of Moda cheating on DJ Sinclair with a young girl whom allegedly, I'm not too sure if this is factual, but apparently she's in varsity.
I saw that. You know what? What I'm going to say is when it dropped, I didn't believe it. If I'm being 100% honest, I didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it
Especially
either.
because I also saw like a video of DJ Zinkler making fun of the situation. I honestly didn't. I don't like the way she handled it.
I didn't see that video of her making fun of the situation.
I didn't believe it until I saw the screenshots.
I saw it and I thought, nah, come on, anybody but Moda. I wouldn't. He doesn't strike me as someone. He strikes me as someone who genuinely loves his family and loves his partner, his wife, right? So when it dropped, I was like, this must be like a scorned ex from a long time ago or something. This must be someone just trying to cause ruckus. The screenshots had me gobbed the fuck smacked.
Screenshots, guys.
Busy stalking you.
Hey, the screenshots.
Your men.
The FaceTime screenshots. I'm really, really disappointed. Not because, I don't know him. I don't know him from above, but he really does seem like such a nice guy.
Such a nice guy.
But also, Munna Oring Oyako Shopong Aloreka Darling number 32. I was a straight back. Would never trust him.
I know. Moda Halu straight back. Yeah. You know what,
Straight down.
You know what? As someone who has actively tried to swim in the waters of DJs, I can safely say that swimming pool, I
don't even care if you're a DJ. The minute you grow your hair and braid it, I cannot trust you.
I don't know. I'm an ish same also, hey.
I
don't think I've actively dated someone who dates who has braids.
Not even Ish. No, le brave, but le bravey.
But braiding. Some guys manage to pull it off, but for me, a cheese cop is the hill. A cheese cop or a nice little brush cut.
A nice little fade.
Not too much Legends Baba and not white crayon. Just make it a nice cute, man.
Just keep it cute.
If you have to dye it because you've got patches, I get it, but not the black one that you can tell that there's a,
I also saw that other Springbok player apparently is cheating on his wife.
Mapimpi.
Yeah.
Hey.
Allegedly.
So funny enough, I was on top of that conversation.
Okay.
I logged into my ghost accounts and checked all the blogs because, as I said, I don't follow the blogs with my main account. Like that's giving.
Yeah.
But with the ghost account, it's giving. I'm just keeping up with what's happening around me, so I don't see. So when the story dropped, it dropped on my Pepandaba. There's this girl who came straight to the blogs. I don't know whether it came to my Pepandaba or came to the blogs, but my Pepandaba was the original poster of that story and said that, guys, I've been seeing this guy for a while. Turns out he's got a wife. And the reason I'm bringing this story out into the open is because I don't want to end up being labeled as a homewrecker because I had no idea who he was. That's when I knew you were lying and a fake and a phony and a fraud.
Oh, she's lying.
You're a liar.
You don't know who he is?
You don't know who Makazole Bapimpi is?
You don't know who he is?
That's when we knew you're a lying ass bitch.
Girl,
bye.
please.
Okay, let me ask you a question, friend. Let's say you end up meeting Drake, right?
And I don't know who he is.
No. Let's pretend really you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Or let's say John Legend.
Okay.
You don't know who he is, but you like this guy. Guys like each other. What's the first thing you do when a guy DMs you on Instagram?
I go to his Instagram,
check his
profile, check the tags, check
right?
who he's following.
So let's go by the theory that Mapimpi didn't have his wife on his socials because, I mean, he is a rugby player. He probably does what he wants to keep his life super private. When you ultimately find out who he is, you Google him and you find out who he is, right?
Me, I will tell you, even the most random I Googled my boyfriend. When we started getting close and personal, I Googled him.
Same.
I was like, let's see what this nigga's been up to.
Let's see what he tweets.
Because
let's see how he thinks.
People like woman people are national treasures. There's
Literally.
no way you didn't know who he is.
She knew who he was, but I disliked how she went about it.
Especially based off of social.
But wait, I haven't landed the plane. So let's say you find out John Legend who he is and he's married to Chrissy Teigen, right? Teigen. What are you going to do after that? What's your first response?
I break up with him.
Thank you.
I break up with him.
Thank you.
I don't carry on.
Thank you.
I just keep it moving.
You're like, you know what? Actually, you a piece of shit. You ain't shit. You
peace
stink.
out.
Damn bitch.
Peace out.
So now you're going to go to my Pepanda and say, you know what? Now it's time to break this story.
Attention.
Yeah, I'm winning it.
Because also, if we are chit-chatting on Instagram and I see you have 110,000 Bukaikai followers, I assume you're what? Just a nobody? Come on,
I think
guys.
for me, I think she blew her cover by saying, I don't want to be labeled as a homewrecker. A friend of mine told me, ain't no motherfucking friend. No one in South Africa doesn't know who Mapimpi is. We can ask someone from Crèche.
Ugh, this is so...
Even a 7-year-old will probably look at Mapimpi and say, this face looks familiar, but I don't know the name, but this face.
You know, I think coming out and saying, hey, this man is cheating on his wife with me and I didn't know he was married is more honest than just saying I did. Because now you're showing us you're a liar. Now you're showing us you did it to garner attention. And apparently there's allegedly, right? She's now dating some Nigerian guy. She's moved on.
Oppa. And I was like, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
That's so funny because Oppa has been in social media for the longest time ever.
Yeah.
He's one I knew Oppa from years ago, from when I was 19. They were running the clubs back then. There was Stanley Beyond. They were hot on the block, and he's been hot on the block for a hot ass minute. You want to turn around and lie and say you don't know who Oppa is?
You know what?
I've had enough of you, girl.
All I'm gonna say
I
is
need us girls to stop lying.
Let's
stop lying.
Le Messi. I can help you. I can help you.
But I think it made me gag a little bit when our rugby player, our sweetheart, came out and said, no, I'm clearing the rumors. I'm not married.
Men will embarrass you. Okay? Men will, in fact, embarrass you.
Sometimes we just gotta accept what we're willing to take in, guys.
Show me, if we are in the desert and there is no water and a man is lying there thirsty and I need to pee, I would pee on the side.
So then
I wouldn't even pee on him. No. Men will embarrass you. No, men will embarrass you.
No. I'm not clearing up that other rumor. The rumor I'm clearing up
is that I'm
not married.
Oh my gosh, guys. You know what?
But you know what? Let's leave him. He's a national treasure. Clearly him and his wife. Wena mugelingsi. You're a liar, fake, and a fraud. But I can understand, you know what? It's fine. If you really were doing it for the greater good, I don't know what greater good that is, but stop it, shut your mouth, and just dump him like a normal girl who's been, caught off guard.
Maybe she got dumped. That's why she did what she did.
I just don't understand what it was taking it to the blogs. If you really didn't know and you found out and you realized that you've been taken for a boost, which we always are taken for a boost, take the L and mize. That's what I would do.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he hurt her. And She was like, how can I hurt you? You know?
Speaking of taking the L, lots of people haven't taken the L.
No.
The X-Force have been taking so many L's. Because Mapimpi's Xhosa, right?
Yes.
Did you see that group chat leak that had the whole world in tatters, or at least the whole of South Africa in tatters? Did you see that group chat leak? That had to be the most I am gagged drop in on Twitter this year.
You know,
nothing's topping that for me.
I think the first thing I saw was just someone took a screenshot of a line.
Right.
I can't remember what it said, but I found it really funny and I was laughing.
Friend, the night that they dropped those screenshots, we were together. I think we had actually finished shooting the pod.
And I saw that one line and I laughed, but I was like, okay, let me dig deep. When I went through that PDF, I couldn't believe.
Wait, did you
my
find
eyes.
the PDF file? Because I've just been seeing screenshots.
So there's a girl who, I don't know if her account got reported or removed or what.
Right.
She took screenshots of all the pages and was posting them one by one.
Yes, a lot of them were posting them.
She didn't really finish all of it because her account got removed, but she posted most of that PDF, probably like 98% of it.
So to give you guys context on the group chat that we're talking about, there was a group chat.
I'll attach a screenshot here.
There was a group chat that was leaked of 3 men about a week ago, 3 Xhosa guys, friends, I think because their names are already out there, Mivuyo, Kanya and Kaya, where they had this boys chat on WhatsApp and they were saying the most obscene things about women. Like
guys,
vicious.
I want to tell you something before we carry on with this conversation.
Reading some of those things was insane to read. They were even talking about women they had never met before. You know, a boy's chat is like, oh, okay, she's hot or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't know if boys say smash or whatever, but they were basically conjuring up like events, spaces where they could get women drunk and take advantage of them, essentially.
Yeah, and young and old women.
Young and old women.
And the things that they were saying about women's body, but let me tell you, this started because one of the guys' girlfriend or whatever, I couldn't follow how it started, but she went into WhatsApp and exported the chat. I'm going to show you for my ladies, ne?
Yeah.
You go in, I don't know if you guys can see, you go into WhatsApp, you click at the top there by the group chat name. You scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll have it in green. It says export chat. When you see your boyfriend's group chat, just click export, save PDF. Just click export and save PDF so that we can. And that's what she did. And I was varied. In a time where most of us, our profile pictures are purple. In a time where we are fighting such a strong battle, guys, with men and women.
It's what they were saying.
Yes.
You know, sometimes it's not what you said, it's how you said it. No. It's
what they were saying.
And then the one guy who was very vocal on Twitter, I know because I actually blocked him. I realized that I blocked this guy because he had a funny picture of a white guy wearing green. I'll never forget his profile picture, but I blocked him because he had some smart comments to say on one of my tweets or whatever. He used to pander a lot for like women's rights, activism, women must stand together, these men, oh my gosh. He was pandering to the woke content or woke commentary that was happening on the TL, right? So people used to like him. It's like, you know, when a guy says, no, man, this is crazy. How do you talk about a woman? Like, yes.
Something behind closed doors.
Something behind the scenes. He's the one that's saying, listen, I'm going to bring my colleagues around. We're going to see what's up.
You know what was so disgusting about that is the fact that work environments, especially in corporate, can be so toxic and can garner so much just like terribleness.
Right.
And you have a guy approach you thinking, oh, I've made a friend. I've gotten to know someone who can lighten the load of working in corporate.
Exactly.
Can't this guy is taking pictures of you and sending them to his friend? Because when the guy said, one of my colleagues, but I can only offer my colleagues, and then the one guy said, let's see, he sent pictures.
And also, there was another girl also on Twitter, a beautiful girl. I think it's Buhle, her name, Buhle Lita Buhle. She was apparently mentioned in that group as one of the guys had a crush on her. And she was mentioned in that group as someone they were trying to target. And then she's now getting bullied on X because people are assuming that because she was in that group.
The other day she posted something, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, and people were trolling that picture. And someone asked why, and then someone said she was mentioned in the group chat. And I was like, so what? That's so terrible.
To even be affiliated with men you've never even met, sexualizing you in a group is crazy. Maybe she might have not suffered a direct, because I don't know, but it was a lot. But now here's what angers me, né? Obviously, the whole of X went into a standstill. Everybody was just saying this is nasty. Even some of the boys were saying this is nasty. But then there were comments of, yeah, should guys like talking about women make them lose their job? And that's the conversation I want us to have. There were guys, obviously, there's obviously the CBDX of men, the red pill, misogynistic, patriarchy take on some, but it's a group chat between guys. She's basically broken, what is this, their privacy, and should he lose his job over this?
I think, and I'm going to be very, very clear on this, guys.
Yes.
And I'm going to also mention it in our later topic when we talk about influencers and stuff.
Right.
Before when you get handed your contract, when they say we are hiring you, here's a contract.
Yes.
Read your contract. Most contracts now, because of the age we live in, have social media clauses.
Exactly.
Read what your contract says about social media clauses. Because you're not going to step into a space where you are sending random people, because for them it's random. Random people, a picture of your colleague without her consent and think that's right.
Right.
You can't. You cannot talk about women in a specific way, in a way that shows that it's predatory, it's misogynistic, and expect no repercussions when things come out.
Exactly.
Don't say things you don't mean.
So do you think they should lose their jobs?
Lose, maybe not.
I think they should. And I'll explain why.
Come under very, very hard disciplinary actions? Absolutely. Get sued? Yes.
I think they should lose their jobs. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
From a man's perspective, when they say should that man lose their job, I want you to actually imagine an environment where your mother, your sister is going to work. And these people are unbeknownst to them, walking around someone who's potentially preying on your little sister at work. She has no idea what's going on. Someone she regards as a colleague, a manager, a friend, a guidance, someone who can guide them, a mentor. This is someone who's luring someone in to potentially get raped, assaulted, because that is assault in its sense. So for me, already as it is, when you guys say, is it worth them losing their jobs? They should be chastised in the same way that a woman who's home wrecked and walks into a place and everybody kikis and whispers that. Let's use the perfect example of women who are dating married men and they're home wreckers. We burn them at the stake all the time. Right? We go on X, we say, no, this is wrong. And everybody, men just have them and talk about them and trickle everything down to, their moral compass and how they're just bad women. We should shame these men to the same degree.
Absolutely.
Because for me, the only thing that I'm saying is, it's fine. If it were in an instance where they were just talking about themselves outside of their workspace is one thing.
That's okay.
But where you're preying on your colleagues, that's unacceptable.
Like, for you to say, my 2K do this and my 2K do that when you're in your late 20s, 30s is disgusting.
Apparently they're in their late 20s. But think about your little sister. Think about your aunt. Think about your cousin who's going to work. Think about someone who's oblivious and doesn't see because she's developed a sense of trust. She's supposed to trust this person. They're in a working environment together. So I don't think men like that they should run the risk of losing their jobs.
Absolutely.
They should run the risk of losing their jobs. They should understand the repercussions. Them getting sued, it would then depend. What would be the plausible reason for them getting sued? The only people who can sue them are the people who have suffered, which are the ladies, right?
Yes.
And some of the ladies that have been spoken about probably don't want to come out and face the repercussions. But as an institution such as Discovery, Cox Eats, Unilever.
But you know what? I will say I commend, because I didn't see if the other company said anything. I commend Unilever and Discovery for coming forward and saying this is unacceptable, this is inappropriate. Good. We're going to do something about it. I really commend companies who not only take to their social media to joke around with their followers, but also when they recognize that there's a problem.
Especially when this thing happened in November, right, guys? We have obviously made it very clear with Purple Profiles that we're trying to push there to be a national disaster. We want to declare GBV a national disaster. Already with everything that's happening, declaring GBV a national disaster, we're not just labeling it to femicide. We're also saying sexual assault. We're also saying these inequalities. We're not just creating a movement for one thing. This is a whole injustice. This is a system that's an injustice to women. So I think, unfortunately, look, I mean, it's very sad if they do lose their jobs. I will be sad on their behalf. I guess we live in a very tough economy, but this is something that should be a lesson. It's the same thing we said, Shebe Shits. Shebe Shits is not.
Oh, he got arrested!
Yes!
Oh my gosh! My mom called me and said, yo, Keshebile podcast, Shebe. And I was like, hey girl.
Wambona Shebe is now in court.
Consequences of your actions, Pooks.
Exactly.
Yes, Pookie.
So in the same way, I think the only thing now, look, I mean, if they don't lose their jobs or whatever, then that's fine. This is my personal feeling towards it. It's just to protect the women who are in that working environment.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all there really is to
absolutely.
it. To protect those women.
I wasn't happy at all with that group chat.
Same.
And it also got me wondering, like, we navigate around so many men in a day. Your uncles, your fathers, your whatever it may be. And they have group chats with their friends. Like, how do you get to feel safe in an environment where we are living in a world where things are so accessible through your phone? And you have to trust whoever you're sleeping next to or whoever you're partying with, or you have to trust that they're not taking pictures of you, not talking about you in these group chats.
Thing.
Not like, because I've seen, I have a adult male in my family. Mm-hmm. And I've seen some of the things that him and his, and this is like, when I say adult male, I mean in his 50s.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of the things they talk about as men in the group chat.
Hey, dude.
And like, some of them are disgusting. Like, some of them, honestly, they share pictures of like women's butts and stuff. It's nasty.
No. This predatory behavior didn't start Kabashimanba.
Yeah, no,
it starts
didn't.
all the way
Fathers. And
It's
you
just
think it's
that
cool,
now
but
we're
you're
calling
not.
it out. Now we're calling it out. Like, back then, it was when you did say, oh, mama malumong shabaso, like, try ignore it up until a point where we've allowed men, especially even in our personal space, to do things that are deemed wrong. But now we're speaking out about it.
Yeah.
Now we're actually saying, guys, this is why this purple profile picture is so fucking important.
Let's not be desensitized to
Thank you.
certain things. If ever you're holding your father's phone and the only group chat and the remove everyone and delete the group chat, they can start over. Remove everyone and delete the group chat. They can start. I can responsible.
And you know, friend, can I tackle the one more conversation that's probably going to ruffle the feathers of men? And I just want you guys to know right now, I promise, I want to take my glasses off when I say this. I don't care. Right. We have this conversation of men saying, not all men.
But majority.
That's
your
my
friend, your cousin, your uncle.
When are the niggas gonna call out the niggas?
Yeah.
We call each other out all the time. We call each other out all the time. We're always tussling. Men are like, oh, it's time to get in women's
girls
business.
are so dramatic.
Oh, yeah,
girls have so much drama.
And then they put that meme where they're like, oh, girls' business is so much fun. When do men stop saying not all men and actually start saying, guys, you guys are giving us a bad fucking name? Like niggas. We are giving each other a bad name. Because I see this divide where people in our circle where we are actually very much woke about these conversations and situations, maybe some men do agree, oh, no, man, this is wrong.
Yeah.
But this thing is in your circles, guys. It's with your friends.
Yeah.
It's with your malumes.
Yeah.
It's with your colleagues.
Yeah.
The only reason you're saying not all men is because we don't know what's in your group chats. We don't know what you guys are talking about. So you guys are still clean. So you're doing this thing of not all men. But these three niggas that have been labeled are your friends, your cousins,
I want
your boys.
to make it's not an example.
Yes.
I'll find the word for it, but for those who
reference
might come into our comment section or whatever and say, very not all men. Let me give you an example. A very childish one.
Okay.
Mind you.
I want to hear it.
You're in a classroom.
Right.
You're in primary. A classroom of 30 kids. And 2 of them are very good learners.
Right.
Very quiet, very still, very...
Right.
You're in grade 3C.
Okay.
Very quiet. And 28 of you guys are rowdy,
Loud.
you're terrible, you get bad grades. They're not going to name all 28 of you and say you guys are bad. They're going to say grade 3C is bad. That's exactly what's happening here.
Thank you.
Yes, not all men do these predatory things, but most of you do. And so when do you start holding people accountable and saying...
It's not the platform to say all men. It's
not.
the platform to look inward.
It's not. When we are calling you out for your disgusting, misogynistic, predatory behavior, it is not the time to come into the comment section with a fucking green heart and say, but not all men have group chats like this.
We're not calling you out, Luvuyo. Nobody cares that you tweet about soccer.
Calm down.
We don't even see your tweets on my
Calm
TL.
down,
Of course I'm not talking about you.
We're not talking about you.
We're not talking about you.
We're talking about probably your friends.
You know what I mean?
You know, like...
I saw so many big mouth niggas so quiet. So many niggas with the
They were probably deleting in the group chat.
I'm like, this is so funny because when men are being called out, when women are being called out, those niggas have a lot to say about, you know, these girls and these girls just want money and oh my God, and this economy is making girls do so many things. You can tell that the economy, we're in a recession. When it's your friends...
Men piss me off.
I just know, like, I just feel like I've seen such a big, like, I've seen an element of silence. I see, like, with girls, maybe it's a thing we do because we're just very big-mouthed where we will call each other out when we're doing some shady stuff. Like, even till today, I see people coming at Anele sideways when she says something that's inappropriate. People still drag Anele till this day when she says something wrong. But then people will turn around and then defend Moda.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just such a difficult thing to grasp. And it's like, I wish men, please understand that right now we need your solidarity more than ever. This purple profile picture, yes, as women we're doing it because we need to take a stand, but we need you guys to take a stand with us.
And also, we're not going to clap for you if you do.
Well, I might just give you a whoop whoop.
No.
But a clap is kind of crazy.
I'm not congratulating men for doing what they're supposed to do.
That's fair. But if men believe that they shouldn't be doing that, then that's fine. But what I'm saying right now is that we don't need you guys saying not all men. We need you guys saying men should stop. That's what we need, right?
Period. Okay.
But that's fine. Speaking of men should stop, since you guys are not going to listen to me, you're going to say, oh, no,
I think okay, we'll get back to this conversation.
We're done being angry black women.
No, I'm not done. I just want to calm down.
Okay.
Before I go up again.
Right.
I wanted to ask you something, Chomi, and I think we haven't really touched on in depth like a lot of content creation stuff in a while, actually.
We haven't.
Because there's been so much going on in this country.
Content creators are just doing the damn most.
A question.
Ask me a
right?
question.
I've got a few answers.
Right.
And I want to hear from you. So we'll see who goes first.
Okay.
What are certain mistakes or avoidables, like avoidable things, you have done as a creator or you've seen other creators do? The spectrum is wide. You can go from... The spectrum is wide.
So what are certain mistakes I've made as a content creator? First of all, I feel like my temper... Like, I feel like I'm very hot with my words. Like, I've definitely let social media get to me, so I tend to retaliate. I used to. Now I don't as much anymore. Back then, it was what they call a tour. You might be young, you might not know this, but it's a Twitter war. I would definitely be at the forefront of anybody who called for me, I would answer. So that's the one mistake I feel I made as a content creator. And then another one, from a very professional perspective, is... I don't know, man. I feel like I've tried so hard to keep my brand image very solid. So I don't know. I think for me, it's just having a big fat mouth. I got a big fat mouth.
That's why you got a podcast.
Exactly. So that's what I feel I've made.
I have a list, baby.
What? Of mistakes I've made?
No, creators.
Okay, gotcha.
ASMR.
I want to hear it.
ASMR. Let me moisten my throat. I'm going to start from the beginning of when I try and reach out to a creator. please correct your email address on your bio. If you have an email address on your bio, make sure it's the right one. It's that simple.
Okay.
If you have a contact me on your Instagram, make sure it's the right one.
Right.
And when you get the email, please answer. I've had creators who I really wanted to work with.
Right.
Who I had convinced, client, we need this person.
Yeah.
And then they answer emails after 2 weeks. Oh, sorry, I missed this. Is this campaign still? No, baby, no, baby.
Scatty, baby. Scatty.
And this goes hand in hand with DMs. Yes, I understand that creators get a lot of DMs, but ignoring all your DMs when you are, you don't have a link in your bio to like a profile.
Right.
You don't have an email address in your bio. You don't have a contact me anywhere. So I DM you and then I don't get a hold of you.
Check your DMs.
Because you miss DMs?
I check my DMs every single day.
Another one, guys, no matter how long it takes, until you are 100% sure and certain, don't sign a contract.
Right. Are people signing contracts and coming back and saying...
Read your contract. Read what a breach of contract means if there is a clause like that. Read what is expected of you. Read if there's going to be... Your content is going to be used anywhere else except social media. You don't want to wake up one day and you're on TV and you don't know how your content ended up on TV, but you signed a contract, Please, even if... I think creators...
Is this gun towards smaller creators or creators who have really developed a platform?
Both. I've seen both make that mistake.
Oh, okay.
I've seen both.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I don't know if it's a thing of you don't have to have management in order for things to run smoothly in your life.
Yes.
Right? So I don't know if it's a thing of being afraid to ask for help or just being lazy to read. Because the contract is there. And it has every single clause you need to know as a content creator before you sign on to the campaign.
Right.
Me sending you a contract and you sending it back within 2 minutes of signing shows me you didn't read it.
At all.
You
need at least 24 to 48 hours to read the contract.
And even if you think Rhea's a nice person and Rhea's so nice, she's so kind, she won't screw me over. That's not my brand, Pookie.
She will screw you over.
That's not my brand, Pookie.
An agency will protect the interest of the agency. Even if you think you're being given a good deal, you need to remember that deal is good to you, but it does benefit them. Sorry, girl. Continue.
But yeah, that. Also, guys... we don't write briefs for fun. If you think it is fun to
guys.
take hours out of my life...
Who upset my girl?
...to compile a brief, it is not. I promise you.
Upset my girl?
So when I send you a brief and you don't read it, and you send me nonsense, I get angry.
I hate this so much because she can't share this work stuff with me, and yes, she is telling you guys to get it together.
I get so angry because why don't you read? It's not fun for me to compile a brief. And you understand when there's several creators in the campaign, I have to I have to make the brief so specific to you and the type of content you create. The least you can do for my sake is read it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Are there content creators in... let's not put you in the hot seat. Are there content creators from your agency that you guys have blacklisted?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Oh, because you don't submit content on time. Because you don't read briefs. Because there's always something wrong. Always. Oh my gosh.
You know what?
There was this one creator who always had something wrong when they needed to submit.
What?
That lady. Hey. My microwave is not working. Yeah. My memory card got formatted. The music is not, the content is not uploading. My Wi-Fi is not. Every single time there's a story, I don't have time to deal with that. If I'm dealing with 20 of you, how do you think my day is going?
And also, I think content creators have just lost the art of professionalism.
Yes.
You've lost the art of professionalism. Get back in that book and understand that this is your job at the end of the day. You want to make money off of this? Treat this like it matters.
And that was one thing that I was getting to, Jorge. When I approach creators, I start off, there's a level that I start off at. I'm always nice.
Right.
Whether you're white or black or
brown.
I don't care. I will always come to you with the, hi Naledi, how are you? My name is Rhea.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be working with you on this campaign.
Facts.
Call me, WhatsApp me if you need anything, blah, blah. You then, as the creator, will decide where that bar goes.
Right.
We can go up and have a great campaign, or we can go down and by the end of the campaign, I'm sick of you and you're sick of me. Right? How we maintain that relationship is by you knowing, Jorge, Rhea is a nice person, but we are both at work. Content creation is a very, it can be a very chilled atmosphere.
Right.
And I think especially new creators that are coming into the space are very chill, very laid back. Oh no, sorry, I didn't shoot today. I'll shoot tomorrow. They don't take it as a business. If you are someone who is delivering a service to a client, you would never say, oh no, when the client comes and says, where's my dress? Oh no, I haven't sewn in the buttons, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, you can't.
You know what the issue with content creators is, and maybe someone in the comments will let me know about this, is you let your writer's block or creative block get the best of you. When you have a creative block, I have it all the time. I've experienced it with my own YouTube channel where I felt like I don't want to record. I don't have it in me. But then I also understand that if I don't record, then there's no money on the table for me.
Yeah.
I had to sit down and also, look, I took a break from YouTube a little bit from the content that I did because I needed to pivot, and that had nothing to do with my work ethic. It had a lot more to do with where I'm trying to go as a brand, right? But a lot of content creators let the writer's block or the creative block take over. You need to know when to separate that. You need to know when to allow yourself to have a creative block. That's perfectly fine. But that creative block cannot overtake your obligations.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
they let it overtake the obligations all the time. People will go just into a space of like, oh, I just need a break. And like,
what?
How?
Like, what do you mean?
How?
Mid-campaign, you need a break, baby? No. And I think it's also, and I will always preach this wherever I go, even in relationships or friendships.
Right.
Even in work, it's the same. Communication. I'm not a bad person. If content is due on Friday and you tell me on Monday, Rhea, I don't think I can meet the Friday deadline, I listen. Don't I listen?
Friend, wait. I just got a knock. Did you see the Housewives of YouTube falling apart?
I didn't. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. We have nothing to share, but I'm gonna say it. I saw Snekuku and Matapeno going at each other. No, Maneo, man. Sorry, forgive me. I saw that, but okay, I guess we'll discuss it in the next podcast because we have other things to discuss. But did you see the housewives of YouTube going at each other? Your husband. I was like, ah! And this is why I say marriage is a scam.
I'm legally obligated not to talk about this.
Okay, gotcha. No, makes sense. Gotcha. Hey! What? Hey! Please read your contract. Naledi! Read your contract. Naledi! Okay? Cut the cameras.
Communication, guys.
Read your contract so you don't end up talking things you're not supposed to say on podcasts.
Like I was saying about communication. About communication.
Ew, who am I going to gossip with now? Should have had Gatli on this.
If you tell me,
yes.
if I'm expecting content on Friday, and you tell me on Monday you don't think you can submit on Friday, I can work with that. Okay. If I'm expecting content on Friday and you tell me on Friday morning that you can't submit today, I can't work with that. And I think people underestimate the amount of shit account managers get from clients. Yeah. And it's not intentional. If you promise client a certain thing, you have to deliver.
You really do.
And yes, it's very difficult working with people, but if you make my job easier, I can make your job easier.
Of course.
You know, and what kind of content creator do you think you look like when I have to go back to clients and say, oh, sorry, Naledi's dilly-dallying. Oh, sorry, because I'm not going to make you look good. I'm not going to go there and be like, oh, you know, Naledi has an emergency. She couldn't. No. I'm going to say, oh, you slassy. Because you're not giving me ground to stand on for you. Oh. I can't stand for you. We've worked on campaigns together where you had circumstances where you couldn't deliver on time. Yes. But you let me know beforehand.
I do let you
know. So that
know.
I can communicate
with
properly.
Clients,
okay, listen, this is not happening.
Yes.
I just think, I don't know, I'm sometimes I go into a place where I'm struggling with content creators that have been in the industry for a while and know how different platforms operate and different account managers and different clients and know the ins and outs of the marketing world, and content creators who are new and might not know how things operate, and so they think, oh, we can just like, it's a lazy river, we're flowing.
But also agencies need to give content creators some time as well. I think maybe I haven't experienced this with you because you know me. I'll tell you, if I read the brief and I know that this is going to take me a week, realistically, I'll ask for a week, right? Yeah. You've seen me, even in a brief, I'll be like, can we get till next week? Because I know realistically I'll be able to deliver by this date. But some agencies are very unreasonable in their deadlines.
Okay.
And I think that's also another thing that needs to be looked at. If we're going to look at the way the content creator, I mean, on this platform, we're helping you guys. That's why Ria's information is very vital to you guys. You really need to take this with a grain of salt. No, don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it and heed her words. That everything she's saying is to help you navigate the content creator space, because you are disposable. There are too many content creators for someone to deal with you because you are late and because you have your own things going on. People have their own issues going on, but they have to get to work on Monday at 8:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
Okay? 9 to 5. People have problems and issues, and I'm not saying that a death in the family should be nullified.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you can't, as a content creator, because you have so much leverage, because you think that people need you. That's not necessarily how it operates. It operates like a business, and you should take what she's saying into consideration and not take it lightly. Because Lynn, I've seen a lot of people be dropped on campaigns because of exactly what Ria's talking about. There was a job I got this year, actually, I'll tell you guys. I've got multiple jobs because there were other people who were dropped because they were difficult to work with. On set and campaigns and online and TV. Hey, I will tell you for free, they don't play that game with you. You want to complain and you want this and you want that, they're just like, you know what, cut, out, in, next.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what I always pride myself on, is my work ethic. I can have a long shoot day, but I will always be in a good mood. I will arrive on time. I will respect people when I'm on set. I'm not going to get there and throw a hissy fit and be upset and want my own dressing room. That's not how you operate, Libatu. And it's one of the reasons why till this day, I still get called for, a lot of TV opportunities. Yeah, and I remember when I got this year and they were like, actually, because they called me last minute and like, hey, we're going to need you to do this stuff. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They're like, hey, we have to drop this one because she's acting like a diva. I'm like,
Crazy.
And the guys, now they tell me, crazy. Let him go see number one. There's too many things I know about you guys. But please, guys, too many things.
Respect your job. That's
respect your craft.
Respect your craft.
And respect other people as well.
Please, like, if you know that this feeds you, this gives you the lifestyle that you want, the most, the least, the most, the bare minimum, the most minimum, maximum you can do is respect
Deliver.
It. Like, come on.
Nothing, let me tell you, hard work will always outshine talent. Every single time. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how good your vlogs are. I don't care how funny you are on TikTok. You're not really funnier than me, but I don't care even if you come close. You will not. Talent will not overshadow hard work. Hard work will always supersede talent.
Yeah.
And that's our closing, ne?
No.
Ubone G20.
Ubone G20, chomi.
Is that what we're talking about?
I want to say, guys, if you haven't...
Have you been seeing the conspiracy theories about the G20 on TikTok?
There's always conspiracy theories about things. But I really want to talk about the 21st.
Right.
And the economical shutdown. And the fact that social media activism is not Bobai land.
Right.
And if you stand with women and you feel like you can't take part in the economical shutdown, you have to go to work.
That's
the
fair.
least you can do is change your profile picture.
Literally.
That's the least you can do. Just change your profile picture, because we live in a country where basadi ga sokola.
Yes.
Women
yes,
are dying.
Yes.
And not just women, female children are dying.
And also for people who don't know what's going on with the G20, just to give you guys a little bit of context, it's a summit that's happening on the weekend of the 22nd and the 23rd, or this coming weekend, which would be the 22nd and the 23rd, or the 21st and 22nd, I'm not sure. And essentially what it's meant to do is to bring top 20 of, the most economical, like richest countries in different spaces. Like for us, South Africa, we're going to have America. Oh, America doesn't want to come, obviously, for anyone who doesn't know. But essentially the concept of the G20 is to discuss things like economic sustainability, climate change, things that affect other countries. And the reason why the women are changing their profile pictures and they're doing an economical shutdown is because we really want to shed light on a situation that is as serious as GBV. Also, I really hope that the youth is taking into account everything that's happening in the country. The G20 is a forum that's meant to discuss things that matter, but these are things that will change the everyday life of the normal South African citizen. And if you're not locked in politically on everything that's happening in your country, the G20 is happening alongside the Mallela Commission. And the Mallela Commission is exposing so much corruption in government and our police force and the police system, and how all of this is happening at a time where we need the youth to lock in. I've realized that we love watching TikToks and we love watching jokes and we love running away from the serious issues, but we're just not vocal enough. And Ria's right. Change the profile picture. Have it purple, even if it's on the 21st.
Yeah, even if it's like,
even if it's
like
for that
you want
moment.
one day, yeah.
Understand that our voice is what's going to make other people realize that we are not living as comfortably as we are portrayed to. We have a lot of corruption that is happening in South Africa. This purple profile picture is an international, it's made international shores. International news.
And I was about
people
to say
from other
that
parts of the
I've
world.
seen there's this one creator I used to follow. I don't
Yeah.
follow her anymore, but she's a very big Australian creator, and her video is now sitting on 1.5 million likes, where she talks about the purple profile picture. and the femicide and stuff. Guys, if people in Australia, Ghana, Kenya, I've seen all the comments, America
coming together
can do it, then you sitting here in South Africa can
should
also
be
do
doing
it.
it.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't want to put myself in a position where I say it won't affect you until you've been affected by it.
Right.
Right? Because that's not correct. And that's a terrible thing to say.
Yes.
But I will say, Jorge, some people don't care about certain issues because it doesn't affect
them directly.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I think I need you to know the impact that sexual assault, being victimized, being your mother, your sister, your aunt, your grandmother
we're
being
not
murdered.
fixing the basic problems in South Africa, and we're having a G20 to discuss countries that are supposed to create foreign direct investment and invest in the country, so that the corrupt politicians and the corrupt government and the police system who doesn't help us, we're dying on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly.
And that is why we need to call it out for what it is.
Yeah.
If you go and you search up this profile picture, you search up Women for Change, follow Women for Change. They've been amplifying this for years, okay? The Olorato case made it all the way to CNN, BBC. It's a pandemic, guys. We are living in a very trying time. And what we're trying to do is make everybody understand that in South Africa, we have large rates of femicide.
Yes.
We have large rates of sexual assault. We have large rates of gender-based violence.
Yes.
So we're just saying that we get it. It might not directly affect you, but one day it could affect your sister.
Exactly.
It could affect your mom.
That's what I was going to say. unfortunately, it could affect someone you know and love.
That's my thing.
It's so unfortunate. And let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to be so real and raw. Pookies, stick with me. I have no faith in the justice system. I have zero faith in the justice system because I have been through the justice system.
Commission by net out of.
Thank you.
And
And I will tell you, the justice system does not stand for women. And more than that, I went through the justice system as a little girl and it didn't stand with me. So if we don't stand together for each other,
then we're screwed.
People are not going to stand for us.
Exactly.
We have to do it ourselves.
Exactly.
It's a sad reality, but on the 21st, just focus on what matters and why women matter. And have you told a woman she's beautiful today, that you love her? Have you shared your story with other women? How can you impact a woman's life positively and still stand with women who have died, who have been raped, who have been assaulted, who have been killed at the hands of men? I saw someone say, someone commented and said someone was mugged or something at the Nelson Mandela Bridge. And then that guy who's on that podcast with Mac G, Soul said, that place isn't safe, blah, blah. And everyone under his comment said, but who doesn't make it safe?
Yeah.
Who's the reason it's not safe?
Exactly.
It's men.
I saw I was watching a TikTok actually of the situation happening in Nigeria with Regina Daniels and Senator Neden Walker.
Oh, that old ass man.
Yeah. So there was this other Ghanaian lady who was talking about the situation and she made this quote. I actually saw a TikTok today and she was like, when you educate a man, you educate one individual. When you educate a woman, you educate a community. You educate a village because that's going to be passed on to everyone. So I just want everyone who watches our podcast, we know that it's largely female. You know that we'll always stand for women's rights. And I think we just need to band together. And
absolutely.
Men. And men. I hate that we have to say this, but and men. Because to have a better South Africa, there's so much that needs to come into context, into play. Just let's stand together for once. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, guys, change that profile picture
today,
if you haven't already. And we'll see you on the flip side. Do you want to
will
say goodbye to the people?
You know what, guys? ASMR. Guys, thank you so much for, supporting us throughout this journey with the ENN podcast. We really want to give you guys a super shout out, let you guys know that we love you so much. And, this podcast is what it is because of the women who support us, the women who uplift us, the brands who really stand by us.
Look it.
So thank you for that. And we will see you guys on another episode of the Everything and
Nothing podcast.
We love you guys.
Bye, Pookies.
It's something about her, she got a void. I can't deny when I'm around her. I feel it inside, I feel like the sky opens. Baby, sunshine starts gleaming, getting what I've been hoping for.
Join me, Naledi Mallela, on a brand new season of My Top 5.